Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Harriet, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about what it's like finding a job once you've graduated university. I just want to start off in saying that there's three main points that you need to consider when you're applying for the job, and those are: can you do the job, do you know the job, and will you stay at that job? I think a good place to start in terms of finding a job is having a look on some job websites. So a few that spring to mind are Reed, Indeed, Monster and CV Libraries. Of course, you could always look in your local papers for local jobs in your area. It's always good to do things the old-fashioned way and have a look in a good newspaper. A lot of companies now also offer graduate schemes where you'll be paid a salary, and it's a bit of a trainee role, I suppose. So a lot of STEM subjects do this. So you'd be working for the company for, I think, minimum's a year, and they train you up in that job role and for that company. Finding a job can be quite notorious. I mean, there's a saying, and it's finding a job and it is a job in itself, and that is really true. It can be quite disheartening when you've applied for a job and you've been lucky enough to get an interview, but unfortunately you've not been successful in securing that job role. But please do be persistent, something will come your way. For me, for example, I'm in the creative sector, so that is very, very competitive. I'm going to do a few videos on what it's like being a freelancer, so keep a lookout for those. If you do find a company that you are particularly wanting to work for, it might be worth just phoning them up and saying, hello, do you have any jobs on offer? Or even offer to go and volunteer for them. So it's benefiting you because you're getting experience with that company. And also it's benefiting the company because they're getting an extra pair of hands. So it works both ways. I would also recommend volunteering as well, especially if you're still a student, either in your first, second or even third year of university. Go and volunteer. So for me, when I was at uni, I was volunteering in theatres, festivals, arts companies. I was building up my CV from scratch. And then post-uni, I've been applying those skills I've learned whilst volunteering to job roles. And also, don't underestimate the key skills that you have. So things like communication, teamwork, time management, organisation. These are all key skills that you're developing and learning at university. So for example, if you're working on a group assessment, you could give an example of that in an interview. These are all key skills that you already have that are relevant to the role. So the majority of job applications now, they also come with a job description. So make sure that you read thoroughly through that job description and pick out the key things that they are looking for, the skills that they need to fill that role. It is very important that you target your CV and your covering letter to the job that you're applying for. I've already done a video on writing CVs, so I'll put that in the link below, which gives you more information about how to write a CV. But it's very important that you target your CV to the role that you're applying for. I would highly recommend going along to your University Careers Centre. I know the careers team very well at the Uni of Lincoln, so hello to all of you guys. Make sure that if you do need help with a job application, or you need help on how to word your CV or what to put in your application, make sure you're going to have a chat with them, because they'll be able to look over your application before you submit it, or maybe give you pointers. So yes, I'd recommend going to see them before you submit any application. The Uni of Lincoln Careers team as well, they also offer workshops on CV writing, interview techniques and bits and pieces like that. So keep an eye out on the UOL Careers website. I'll pop a link to that in the description below as well. So if you need any help, go along to the careers team because they know their stuff. So an example for me, I went along to the careers team for a mock interview. So this was for last year. I applied for a job as a production assistant at the Frequency Festival, which was in Lincoln that year. And I went along, had a mock interview with the careers team, and that really helped me develop my confidence, because later on that afternoon I had my actual interview with the company, and I was so close. I got down to the last two candidates. Unfortunately, I didn't get it, but having that interview, that mock interview earlier on that morning, really developed my confidence. Another point I'd just like to note is make sure that you apply for jobs that match your personality and match your skill set. There is no point in applying for jobs that you know you are not qualified to do. Other opportunities post-graduation may include internships. Some are paid, some are not paid. It just depends on what the company are looking for. So an internship is a work placement with a company, and that will be a good experience for you to develop your network, your skills and your experience with that company. Another option is graduate schemes. So these are paid salary roles where you will be working for a company, and again, that's a brilliant experience opportunity to build your contacts, your experience, and also work with a company and be employed by them full time. A good website to have a look at internships and graduate schemes is a website called Milk Round. I'll put a link to that in the description below. Another good thing to consider is also attending careers fairs and careers events. So I know at Lincoln they do a fair which is called the Creative Careers Festival, where they have a series of talks and workshops for the creative sector. Attending careers fairs is a brilliant way to find out who is recruiting in your local area. So a lot of employers will have stands and you can go and have a chat along to them to see what jobs they have available, and of course how your skills match to the roles that they're looking for. Another good thing I'd recommend doing, especially if you're going freelance or if you're setting up your own business, is investing in business cards. So I've got some. I got mine from Vistaprint. I'll show you mine now actually. So I got a free card holder, which is this nice little metallic one here, and inside are my cards. So as you can see, they've got my lovely face on them and also my name. I've covered up my contact details for obvious reasons, but yeah, if you head along to Vistaprint, I'll put the link in the description box below. You can invest in some business cards. It is important to note as well, guys, that when you are applying for jobs, you will get rejections. You will not hear back from speculative emails. This is normal, don't worry. It's nothing personal, it's just the fact that the skills that you have may not be right for the job that they're looking for. Just keep applying, keep submitting emails, keep looking on job websites, keep emailing, keep phoning, just keep at it, because you will get something eventually. Use the careers team, use careers fairs. They're there to help you. They want to help you, that's their job, and they're very good at their job, so go along and utilise those facilities. And finally, all the best with your job search. I really hope you do find something soon. Keep smiling, guys, and be amazing, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Take care for now.